The most terrifying night. It was late into the night, and the room was engulfed in pitch-black darkness. Suddenly, a figure draped in white garments appeared out of nowhere. It was Amrita, but she looked like a terrifying ghost. Screaming at the top of her voice, she demanded, "Do you recognize me? You are the one who betrayed me, aren't you?" The queen's legs trembled in sheer terror. "Why did you deceive me? What did you do to my son?" the ghostly Amrita asked. Paralyzed by fear, the queen broke down. She blurted out the entire truth, confessing to every sinister act she had committed. Little did she know, the king, Aditya, Sanjay, and Chaitanya were hiding in the shadows, silently listening to her every word. Just as the queen finished her confession, they stepped out of the darkness, staring at her in absolute disbelief. Suddenly, the sound of approaching footsteps echoed from outside. 3 unexpected figures entered the room. First, the maid everyone thought had jumped from the building and died. Next, the man believed to have perished in the dark dungeon. And finally, the queen's own mother. The scene shifts to the Grand Royal Assembly. Everyone is present, ministers, soldiers, and citizens. Amrita steps to the center of the court and addresses the gathering. "These 2 did not die that day. I lied to protect them. Now, the absolute truth will come out through them. Listen as they reveal who ordered them to commit those crimes." The maid and the man step forward, trembling. "It was the queen who ordered us to do these deeds," they confess. Panic sets in. The queen desperately denies it. "No, that's a lie. I didn't do anything." But then, the old woman, her mother, steps forward, stripping away her final lies and exposing all her wicked atrocities. Shocked, the queen stammers, You didn't die? You are still alive?" Overcome with emotion, Sanjay walks up to the queen, his eyes blazing with anger and betrayal. "I looked up to you as a mother, but you completely ruined my life. From my childhood, you fed me lies and made me believe they were the truth. Right now, I don't even have the words to tell you what you are." Suddenly, a voice echoes from outside the assembly hall. "King, please forgive me for leaving the kingdom without your permission." The entire court turns to look. There stands Amrita, alive and well in her normal attire, leaving Chaitanya completely astonished. She walks slowly into the court, standing respectfully before the king. "King, please forgive me for leaving the kingdom without your permission." A wave of shock washes over the crowd. Amrita continues, "I never received any letter from my relatives. There was no sudden call for me to leave. I wanted to find out the truth. Who was really attacking Aditya? Why was Chaitanya being framed? What dark secrets were hiding in our kingdom? To uncover this, I had to step out." The king listens with deep seriousness. Turning her gaze slowly toward the queen, Amrita declares, "I have found the absolute truth, King. The mastermind behind all of this is the queen." An uproar erupts in the court. The queen glares at Amrita with pure venom, but Amrita stands fearless. She used Sanjay like a pawn, treating him as a weapon to exact her own revenge. Looking back at the king, her eyes filled with pain, she explains, "I thought of telling Sanjay about the queen, but he wouldn't believe me. After all, she had cared for him like her own for years. I knew he would never believe mere allegations. That is why I decided the truth had to come straight from the queen's own mouth. I faked my departure from the kingdom. I knew that if she thought I was out of the way, she would drop her guard and reveal her true, monstrous self." "That is not all, King," Amrita adds. "The person who attacked Aditya using Chaitanya's sword was none other than the Queen herself. Gasps echo through the hall. Amrutha explains, "After everyone left the scene of the attack, I went back secretly to inspect the area. There, lying on the ground, I found these." Amrutha unties a small piece of cloth in her hand, revealing 2 pristine white pearls. Holding them up for the entire court to see, she declares, "These pearls fell from the Queen's bangles during the struggle. In our entire kingdom, no one else wears such exquisite pearl bangles except the Queen." Total, suffocating silence falls over the royal court. The evidence is undeniable. Slowly, the king turns his furious gaze toward the Queen. His voice booms with righteous anger. "Mamatha, the treason you have committed out of your greed for power is completely unforgivable." The king officially declares his verdict. For all her horrific crimes and betrayals, the Queen is sentenced to be hanged. As the court stands in frozen silence, royal guards step forward, forcefully dragging the Queen away. Her desperate, echoing screams fade into the distance, bringing an end to her reign of terror.